Well, hi, and I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to While We're Apart. Yesterday we were talking about how attitude can make a difference, and I told you about that guy who was terminally ill, and he actually got better by laughing his way through old Marx Brothers movies and episodes of Candid Camera. You know, it tells us that the mind is a powerful thing, and so is an upbeat attitude. And so we've been talking about how attitude can make a difference. The Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, "A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones." And I'm thinking about that fellow who kind of laughed his way back to health. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. I mentioned also yesterday Irma Bombeck, and she said that there are some people, they get this too just about growing older. She goes, what's the point? Life slides by too fast. And some folks are older at 45 than other folks are at 75. Someone so well said, there is none so old as those who've lost their enthusiasm, gotten crotchety, and had this poor little old me attitude. And they die before they actually die. Could I give you a hint? Really? Very few people care that you're getting older. So just make the best of it. And to defy aging and keep from stiffening up, keep moving. You know, my dad gave me those 2 words years ago, and it's really good advice. Keep moving. Dad had open heart surgery at 59, actually younger than me, and the doctors told him, if you want to live, you have to keep moving, and you have to keep walking. And so Dad walked 2 to 3 to 4 miles every single day of his life for the rest of his life up until 85 years of age. You know, I'm trying to keep in mind that if you think young, you'll probably feel a little younger, and so in my mind, I still feel like I'm 18, and I've decided to wind down life with a good attitude and go out with a blaze of glory. So your mind isn't old. Keep stretching it. Keep learning. I like watching documentaries. And I need to do more things, and you need to do more things that require involvement, not just passive entertainment. When you're with other people, for example, talk about ideas and talk about events more than people, or that can turn to gossip. And look for opportunities to get engaged. Set your goals high. Keep learning. Keep thinking. The human mind is a fabulous computer. You know that the brain can record 800 memories every second. And it's on permanent file. All we have to do is figure out how to recall it. And they say we evolved. That's rich. That's rich. So imagine your brain working for 100 years without ever getting tired. Now, your body gets tired, your brain never does. And we only use, they say, about 2 to 5% of it. Some people probably less, right? So if anything, your brain is bored. So put it to use. A person's mental attitude has almost an unbelievable effect on his very being, both physically and even psychologically. There was a British psychiatrist by the name of J.H. Hadfield, and he gave this striking illustration of this fact. He said, I've asked 3 people to submit themselves to test the effect of mental suggestion on their strength. And he did this, he measured them by gripping a dynamometer, I think it's called dynamometer, it's hard to say. And so they were to grip this dynamometer with all their strength under 3 sets of different conditions. First, he tested them under normal conditions, and the average grip was about 101 pounds. Then he tested them after he had hypnotized them, and he told them, you are very weak. And guess what? Their average grip now was only 29 pounds. From 101 pounds, it dropped down to 29 pounds. Then in the third test, Dr. Hadfield told them that under hypnosis, they were very strong. And the average grip jumped from 101 to 142, 142 pounds. Think about how powerful your mind is. Think about how powerful God has made your makeup, your psyche, your soul, your spirit, all of that. The psalmist said in Psalm 139:14, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And then he added, Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. In other words, that's an understatement. He said, I'm going to praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are God's works. And truly your thinking affects your attitude and your well-being. So look for ways to help other people and stop poring over that one in the mirror. Get involved in projects. Find something to do. Find something to do down here at the church or out in the community. Spend time with interesting friends and stop rehearsing your problems and your surgeries and your scars and your setbacks. Don't forget your purpose in life as a Christian. There was a chaplain who was speaking to a soldier on a cot in a hospital once, and he said to that young man, "Soldier, you've lost your arm in a great cause." The soldier smiled and said, No, I didn't lose it. I gave it. I gave it. And in the same way, Jesus didn't lose his life. He gave it purposefully. So have the right perspective. One time a friend said, I don't get it, Jerry. He said, you can't be positive all the time. How do you do it? Jerry replied, each morning I wake up and I say to myself, Jerry, you have two choices today. You can choose to be in a good mood or you can choose to be in a bad mood. He said, I choose to be in a good mood. Each time something bad happens, I choose to be a victim or I choose to learn from it. He said, I choose to learn from it. And then he went on, every time someone comes to me complaining, I choose to accept their complaining, or I can point out the positive side of life to them. He said, I choose to point out the positive side. His friend said, yeah, that's right, whatever, it's not that easy. And Jerry said, oh yes, it is. Life is all about choices. And when you cut away all the rest, every situation is a choice. You choose how you react to situations. You choose how people will affect your mood. You choose to be in a good mood or a bad mood. It's your choice how you live. So as we go about our day today, attitude does make a difference. What kind of an attitude are we going to have? If you're a child of God, may I encourage you today to have a good attitude. A good Christian attitude is a contagious thing. So will we infect somebody else today in a positive way or in a negative way? Well, I hope God blesses your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
When we asunder part, it gives us inward pain, but we shall still be joined in heart and home.